How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to talk about how to find your way, find that peace, find that positive life that you are meant to have. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that you enjoy or take away from this message, if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only does that help me know what resonates with you or what you enjoy from these messages, but somebody else might read what you wrote and it might inspire them to give this episode a chance. I want to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that is together. So whether you share it or leave a positive comment, it means the absolute world to me, and I could never thank you enough. But let's dive into today's message. So there's something about peace. People want peace. They want peace in their life. They want peace in the world. It's something that we crave. But what is peace exactly? Peace is alignment. Peace is feeling that alignment within. When you have alignment, meaning you're operating to source, basically operating to your energy, you will have peace. So peace does not have to happen externally for it to happen internally. So we should focus on creating it within ourselves, because remember, the world is actually a reflection of our internal state. The world is not as it is as you are, or in a bigger sense, the world is as we are, as a group, as a collective. This experience that we're having is a reflection of our internal states. So it's extremely important to be right within. But how do you get there? How do you get that inner peace where you're operating? Well, it starts with just asking the question, does this experience give me peace? Yes or no? Does this person give me peace? Yes or no? Does this job give me peace? Yes or no? Does this event, does this food, does this thing give me peace? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then analyze it, understand it, try to figure out, why do I receive peace when I go for a walk in the woods? Why do I feel peace when I go for a swim? Why do I feel peace when I'm working hard on a project at work? What are the things and why do they do it? When you start understanding the why behind it, because I feel a certain way when I'm doing it, because I love the way I'm able to express myself when I do it, I love the way I feel when I do it, whatever it is, when you start understanding that, you can start organizing your life and putting yourself in positions to where you're inviting that in. Meaning you're finding the right people, you're finding the right places, you're finding the right things, you're finding the right mindset that align that within you. Peace is harmony. I actually used this example with somebody today when I'm recording this, and it was thinking of yourself as a mechanical being, meaning like you have gears and all these things that make you operate. If you were that, if you had all these gears, all these mechanical pieces within your body, they would need like oil or lubricant to make them work. That's what the peace is. If you don't have inner peace within you, you don't have the lubricant, you don't have the thing that helps the gears turn, and things start grinding, things start getting stuck. And so what you have to do is you have to force yourself through it. You have to push harder to get those things to turn. And we do that. That's what we do. That's why we stay at the bad job. That's why we stay in the bad relationship. That's why we stay in the bad environment, because we're pushing through. We're survivors. We're, meant to just keep going. You can't complain. You got to focus on the positive, all these things. But the gears get drier and drier and drier. And what ends up happening is you fall apart. Things jam, they stop working, and it's thing after thing after thing. So it starts affecting your body, starts affecting your mood, starts affecting your spirit, because you don't have the inner peace. You have to fill yourself with inner peace. You have to align yourself with inner peace. This allows you to operate in a world that you'll enjoy. It doesn't mean that bad things won't happen. It just means when they do, you'll still have inner peace. It's the same with the positive mindset. A positive mindset does not mean that you're happy all the time. It just means your mindset is high enough, is close enough to love, that no matter what is going on externally, you can still see the good and receive it. Because as you see, you receive. Your perception is your reception. Your internal state is the way that you will experience the world. If your internal state is rocky, you will see the rockiness, the pain, the hurt, the traumas in all the world. So if you want to resolve your external experience, you have to resolve your internal experience. That doesn't mean that when you get right within, that everything will be perfect. When you build the positive mindset, when you get alignment with self, that all of a sudden you're become a billionaire, or that all the problems are going to go away in the world, or that all the health issues are going to go away. That's not it. This world is meant to be turbulent. It's meant to be difficult. That's where the lessons are. It's how peaceful can I be in this turbulence? How loving can I be in this pain? How bright can I shine in this darkness? That's the experience. So we shouldn't wish for the external to change, because if you're wishing for the external change, you're saying that your internal state is not powerful. If you're hoping that a situation gets better so that you can feel better, you're not realizing or recognizing what you truly are. You are an energetic being experiencing this reality. So don't try to change the reality. Try to level up your inner being so that you can just perceive it in its entirety. If you can see the whole thing versus just this one little spot and how it affects you, you can receive the good, even though the bad is what's affecting you. The bad might be happening to you, but you're able to receive the good based on your perspective, based on your internal state. So take time, reflect. Where are the things in my life? Are they peaceful? Are they not? You can use this in business. Do your employees give you peace? Do these processes give you peace? If they don't give you peace, the cost of the turmoil within you, the cost of the pain within you, within them, is higher than any kind of results they can be delivering. Because if you're not operating inner peace, if you're not operating in synergy, it's lowering your capacity. If your capacity is getting lowered, it doesn't matter how good everybody else is, especially if you're a leader in your company, whether you're the owner, the CEO, or a manager, whatever it is. If your inner peace is getting rocked, you cannot scale to your higher self. In your personal life, if your inner peace is getting rocked, you cannot become the highest version of yourself. You have to build that foundation, which is your soul, which is your heart. That's your foundation. If that's not solid, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter how high you raise your perspective if it can't stand on the foundation, which is the heart. So listen to it. Peace is not all joy and, peace and like that type of thing and just hanging out and frolicking in the woods. That's not a peaceful life. A peaceful life is an alignment with self, an alignment with the guidance system that you were given from God, from the universe, on what to be while you're here, what to experience while you're here, what to receive while you're here. And then the positive mindset is how you increase your energy by leveling it up so you can see beyond how things affect you. Peace is your way through it. Inner peace is alignment with self. When you have alignment with self, you become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on how to build that foundation that you can really scale and create the life that you love. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group, all down below, so I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're ready to level up, if you're listening to these episodes, maybe it was just one, or you've listened to them in the past, and you want to make the shift, I'm a mindset coach. This is what I do. I help people build that foundation. I help people lift their mindset so that they can see beyond self, so that they can receive beyond self. I also have my group, Freedom Fundamentals. It's the same process, but it's a group format, and it's founded and built around building that wealth, really creating that financial independence that you may desire. If you want information on any of these, you can reach out to me via Instagram or the link down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.